Hey everyone, it's Callie with Bookshelf Banter, and I wanted to bring you my latest review. It is for Point of Origin by Amanda Havard. It is the second book in the Survivor series. This is a book that I picked up at the ALA Midwinter Convention, and I have to say that starting off, this is another one of those series that it's going to have a lot of books. You're going to just have to wait for them. So am I. And the first book, The Survivors, I didn't pick up right away. It was something that Kelly convinced me to read. And when I read it, I was intrigued, but I wasn't quite sure exactly how I was going to feel about the series as a whole. But I was intrigued enough to read the second book. I think I gave the book, The Survivors, 4 books on the bookshelf, which means it's a great book and you need to read it. And I have to, I'll just start out by saying that Point of Origin, the second book in the series, definitely is worth 5 books on the bookshelf. There were twists and turns. There was a lot of weaving of cultures and history, and I really enjoyed that. The main character, Sadie, is still as confused as you are when you start the book out, and she still is just interacting with some fascinating characters. My favorite is Everett. A close second is Cole. And then she has her human best friend and her husband, and then, of course, her paranormal best friend and their family. It's a lot of paranormal. It's a little history. Gosh, it's so much. I'm kind of on that. I just finished reading the book high. Like, I know that you all experience it, and I'm not sure that I should say too much because I don't want to give too much away. And I haven't read the extra chapter at the end. I think I was going to. I told Amanda Amanda Havard, the author, that I was going to, but there's just so much that that happens at the end of the story of book 2 that I didn't want to jump into book 3 yet, and it's so far away. And the thing is that where there are answers, there are more questions, which really does make a fascinating series. And I'm definitely just going to be anticipating the third book, which doesn't even come out until 2013. What was I thinking? I knew this going into reading this book that I was going to react like this. I knew that I'm just going to be itching all year for the third book. I also might be Twitter stalking Amanda Havard and all of her characters that have Twitter handles to figure out what happens next, because yeah, I'm not going to go insane, but I might make her insane. How about that? That's the one thing that's bad about some of these authors having Twitter handles, is that someone might take advantage of that. Not saying that it would be me, but Point of Origin by Amanda Havard is astounding. That's the best word to describe it. It's astounding, but because it's great, and I am astounded by it, which means I still have more questions, but I'm fascinated, and freakishly so, because I want to start following all of the characters on Twitter to see if she gives away clues. Okay, Point of Origin. It comes out this summer. You're going to find out a lot that you were curious about in the first book. And then there's more. Can you imagine? There's more. And there's so much more. It's worth 5 books on the bookshelf. So go out and read The Survivors by Amanda Havard if you have not yet. And then this summer, after you've had time to cool off, maybe think about the story and maybe what you think is going to happen next, you can go get Point of Origin. And then you'll get your answers and more questions. Hope you guys have a great day. I hope you go read The Survivors, and I'll talk to you soon.